gonna change my life. Why is it new is always better? If I looked in the mirror, would I recognize this winter you'd have me stitched together? I'm not ashamed of what I'm not. I'm a long ways from the top, and that's okay, 'cause I want just a little bit, little dream, little plan, little rock and roll band, little different. It's a small world, I don't wanna think big, keep the things I need on a very short list. What do you keep looking for? More ain't always more than a little bit, more than a little bit.
The language of music is something that, as sisters, we've always been connected by. When we were 3 and 4 years old, our parents put us in classical violin and piano lessons. From there, music just continued to take up more and more space in our lives. In our early teens, we got involved in bluegrass music. Having been born in Tennessee and raised in Georgia, traditional American music is still really prevalent, lots of picking parties. And so we went to a bluegrass festival for the first time. And at that point in time, decided to drop all of our classical lessons and transition into bluegrass.
Our dad was spinning all these really great classic rock records, a lot of Southern rock. You know, we grew up on Fleetwood Mac and the Allman Brothers. That sound was always in the back of our mind as something we wanted to inhabit at some point. So, you know, we picked up electric instruments. I picked up lap steel, and Rebecca picked up electric guitar. And we just started to rock out.
If God is a woman, the devil is too. Better get down on your knees. I'm gonna pray for you, pray for you. Get down on your knees, pray for you.
We're sisters, and of course, over the years, I think we have experienced some sibling rivalry, maybe? I don't know. There have been challenges in writing together. I think we've found that there's sort of a level of intimacy, vulnerability that's required to write really honest songs. In the last year, we really committed to being able to write with each other and really wanting to be able to enjoy that process together and to write songs from scratch, to write songs from the ground up, so that both of us were in the song.
Songwriting is just like any other, element of music making. It's a muscle that you have to exercise. Being able to share that creative melting pot between you and another human is a really great and incredible way to come to understand your own life and experience better, and at the same time walk with somebody through their own journey. And that really does feel like the point that we reached with our album Bloom. Having made that commitment to write together, suddenly it felt as if a veil had been pulled away in our ability to communicate. There was just like new territory between us to discover and discuss, and you can really hear a lot of those conversations, I think, in the songs on this new record.
I listen to the whispers, bending out of shape to fit into a picture I didn't even want to take. Like a mockingbird singing 1,000 songs that don't belong to me, just to see who's listening.
We started writing for Bloom at the beginning of 2024, and we were about midway through the writing process when we went out to Los Angeles, took a break to go win a Grammy, then we came home and finished up the writing process. So that was pretty cool timing. That gave us a little bit of confidence. Rebecca and her husband Tyler Bryant have a home studio, and that's where we've been recording a lot of our projects. We're all very much on the same page with what we want to create and how we want to create it. And we had great designs on taking our time with this record. We were gonna get in the studio, take breaks, and just be relaxed. But once we got started, we ended up working for 26 days straight didn't take a single day off. We were really in it and enjoying the process, and we just couldn't stop. And then once we kind of got about like 20 days in, it was like, well, at this point, are we gonna take a break? No, we're gonna push through to the very end.
Back in 2017, Megan and I started our own record label, and that I think was one of the biggest pivots, that has been impactful in massive ways. We set up the home studio and started making records at home and started collaborating with Tyler in a very real way. And over the years, I think Megan and myself, having had a lot of training, also touring as side musicians, we're really adept at being musical chameleons as well, like being able to just sort of shape shift into whatever the musical situation calls for. We were finding that when we were working with producers in the studio, it was a little bit of a disconcerting experience because we could completely form ourselves to the opinions of a producer. That's sort of like a superpower, but it wasn't what we were hoping to achieve. So at that point in time, we really kicked everybody out of the studio and just started self-producing. The collaboration with Tyler was a very organic experience. We are definitely musical kindred spirits. That really is the basis for how Tyler and I fell in love. So being able to have someone in the studio with Megan and I as a third opinion, whom we really trust and respect, being able to have it be a family affair in our home studio, it's just a dream scenario for us to be able to really dig deep and be super authentic and like in detail with the songs, with the production. What you hear is what you get with Larkin Poe.
You went and dug a little deep to the bottom of the bucket. Good luck, it's all gonna blow. Canary ain't singing no more. Been down before. Up is all I got to go. I said up is all I got to go. Send me into that blue euphoria.
With our album Blood Harmony, we won a Grammy. We were able to tour the world behind that album. We were able to take all of the experiences that we've gotten in the last couple of years and bring that into the album, specifically thinking about our live show, thinking about what we want to perform in front of people, how we want to connect with people. And that's really why we committed to writing more honestly for this record, because we want to be able to look into the eyes of a person in the audience and really mean what we say. We've got a really big year ahead. We're playing a lot of headline shows across the US, across Europe, festivals. We're gonna do it all this year, and so I'm looking forward to this being maybe our biggest year yet.
Our best year yet, baby. What we want to do, as Megan's saying, is connect with people, because that is the main driving force behind which we are in a band and we tour and we write songs. It's to connect with ourselves, it's to connect with each other, it's to connect with other people and find that resonance that allows us to fulfill what I believe is our highest goal on earth. It's to be meaning makers, that humans are so unique and special that we can take this random, deluge of information that hits all of us every day and create meaning out of it.
I want just a little bit, little dream, little plan, little rock and roll band, little different. It's a small world. I don't wanna think big, keep the things I need on a very short list.
Right now feels sort of like the moment of possibility where anything could come to fruition for the show for 2025. We're about to go into rehearsals and revamp our entire stage show, which is one of our greatest passions, is building out the set list and creating a really unique musical situation for our fans. And this is actually gonna be the very first year that Larkin Poe tours as a 5-piece. So we're gonna have a B3 player out with us this year, and we're really excited about that. The sonic landscape of Bloom really lends itself to having one more person on stage. Mm-hmm. So we're excited to expand the family and create something special, especially in today's age. It is costly to get out and see a show, so we really want to give people their money's worth when they come out to a Larkin Poe show. It's gonna be a fun experience.
I am so looking forward to playing these riffs live, because I think we got some super cool tones in the studio that led us to playing riffs in a slightly different way. I'm not the lead vocalist. I sing harmony to Rebecca, but I do consider my way of singing to the world to be through my lap steel. It's like there's this small period of time when this project belongs to only us, and only our ears have heard it. Then it goes out into the world and it doesn't belong to us anymore. It like belongs to the people who hopefully it will touch and become a part of their lives.
There's something about a man with a guitar that really turns my head. And I sure do love a Texas straw. There's an Eiffel Tower in the town where he was born. It's got a little cowboy hat on top.
If I could go back in time and try to give advice to little Megan and Rebecca at the beginning of their journey, I would really try to double down on throwing out, societal expectations, the expectations of anyone else who is not yourself. This world is really meant to be lived in, and the only person who can live in the world in the way that you can live in the world is you. Being willing to have the courage and the conviction to dig deep and just do things how you want to do them.
You cannot be a vessel for other people's hopes and desires. You have to live that and create things for you. Those who will resonate with it will come. You have to create something that you love and just stick by it and stick with yourself, have your own back, and believe.
And to really commit to looking for the newness, because it's always there and you just gotta exert that energy to find it. So I hope that we can remember that when we're aged and wizened.
This year marks 15 years of Larkin Poe. And I still feel that we're at the beginning. That is the beauty of music, is there's always something to uncover.
I want just a little bit, little dream, little plan, little rock and roll band, little different. It's a small world, I don't want to think big. All I need is to get better than this. What do you keep looking for? More ain't always more. What do you keep looking for? More ain't always more. What do you keep looking for?